And we talked last time about the Scientology stuff. And I know you're so open and so brave because people would think, you get lambasted and people say, oh, it's this and it's this. But you stick to your guns. This is what I believe, like the raw milk, like whatever. I live a happy existence. I'm happy. I'm not judging you. Why should you judge me? And you do that. And, I wonder sometimes, like, because you're such a brilliant actress and you've done so much great work, do you think it ever hinders you from getting roles? Because some people are like, oh, she's a Scientologist, we're not hiring her. Do you think that happens?
I have no idea. I mean, that would be wild to me because I don't know exactly what they would think. I mean, it's like this ephemeral idea that like there's badness there. Like it's a trendy thing to just be like dismissive about it. But other than that, like if you truly have an issue, like I don't know. That's weird to me.
Well, I have a friend, my friend John Heater, I've talked about this. He's a Mormon.
Yeah.
He doesn't sit there and preach Mormonology to me or Mormonism or whatever. He doesn't, I love, they say that religion, some people will say religion, organized religion is really is a terrible thing. Some people will say it's the only thing, right? There's the divisiveness. And there shouldn't be, because if it works for you and you're not telling other people what to do and how to live their lives, that is a success story when it comes to religion. I have a friend in Indiana who is a Christian boy, and they go to church and they love the Lord, and that's what they do. And my friend John, they go to church and they have 4 kids, and he's incredibly family oriented, and nothing really like business wise, industry wise faze him. And he's able to have a really happy existence. And he's a Mormon, and this is what he believes. And people will get the thing, the fundamentalists, like, well, aren't you a polygamist? He's like, no, that's what gave us a bad name. Those are people that like, that's not us. That's like, I think it's the fundamentalists. But so are there, some people will give, all of a sudden one thing will happen with a Scientologist. Something bad will happen. They'll get accused of something and it's terrible. And then all of a sudden it brings down the whole thing.
Yeah, and I think that's that's a symptom of just not knowing anything about Scientology in general, which they've tried to solve by starting their own television network. So like, let us show you who we are. This is what we believe. This is, come look at our churches. These are the people that are doing Scientology. Like there's so much information just trying to get out there about like, you don't know anything about us. So if somebody like makes a snide joke or makes some crazy accusation or whatever, then that's all you know. So it's like getting some more information out there, which I don't know if anybody's taking advantage of. I don't know if anybody's watching that.
What's the show called? What's the show?
It's an entire network called the Scientology Network that has shows on all day.
So, look, in a nutshell, if someone says, okay, what is it exactly? What would you say in a sentence or two?
Scientology is an applied religious philosophy. Applied because you do it. You don't just, it's not just a faith. Religious because it's addressing you as a spiritual being. And philosophy because all of the questions of life and why are we here and who are we and what potentials do we have and how do we reach them and what is the purpose of life, which is, by the way, to help, to be part of the entire like ecosystem of the planet and spiritually to be of service, as somebody might say.
Sounds pretty good.
That's it. But like in a nutshell, those words, applied religious philosophy, and believing that the man is basically good, not that man is basically bad.
It's hard. It's hard to believe that lately, isn't it? It's kind of hard to believe that in general. That because for whatever you believe out there, whether you're a Jew or a Scientologist or a Mormon or whatever, Catholic, Christian, Hindu, we can go on. Sometimes you think, well, if there is a God, maybe this is his plan to kind of say, hey, fuck sticks. Why don't you wake up? You're destroying this fucking planet. You're killing each other. You're terrible to each other. And so it's like sort of like a wake up call. And I think that, you hope at the end of this pandemic, you hope people just go, God, it's so much easier being nice to people.
Isn't that the truth? I mean,